Out Stacey King and Adam Amin. One of the craziest stretches of basketball we've seen all year and maybe in quite some time. Now, LA entered the fourth quarter with a 16-point lead. Let's flash back. December of 1996, it was the Shaq-led Lakers that blew an 18-point fourth quarter lead against Jordan's Bulls. That was the last time the Lakers blew a 16 or more lead in the fourth quarter. Now, let's head back to Thursday night. We got 12 seconds left, a stretch you have to see to believe. Patrick Williams hits the corner three to cut the lead to 2. Now, the Lakers are on the inbound. They have a timeout left. Here's what Redick said on his decision-making in the moment.
You don't want to put yourself in that. I mean, if I had 2, I would have taken it automatically. Felt, super comfortable with the lineup we had out there to get the ball in.
So the Lakers inbounding under the Bulls basket. Giddey with the steal to Kobe White.
Yeah, typically you trust one of the smartest players in NBA history to inbound the ball without that kind of sloppy, uncharacteristic mistake.
What a steal by Giddey. 3 by White. Check out this Bulls fan who just took off running. But I hope he came back to him because there was so much more left in these final seconds with down one with 6 seconds left. Austin Reeves, who continues to step up for the Lakers, part of his 30. But there's too much time left. Lakers up 1. The play continues. Bulls don't have a timeout. Nobody from the Lakers picks up the inbounder. Giddey, plenty of room to operate.
Left eye, the Bulls logo, bullseye, baby. It is a game winner walk off on a triple-double.
He shot that next to my parents' couch in Evanston. What a shot. And the Lakers fall victim to the Bulls again. Here's how it sounded on Bulls radio.
Williams to Giddey over the midcourt line. Giddey goes midcourt. Oh! It's good! It's good! It's good! Bulls win! Bulls win! Bulls win! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Josh Giddey, I love you!
One of the craziest finishes of the season. Josh will be joining us later in the show. What a shot it was. Here's Giddey right after this big-time win.
Let it fly with confidence. I missed 2 in a row before that, but let that third one go with confidence, and nothing but net. Way to come back. Big win against a good team in front of a packed crowd. So these guys are unbelievable tonight. I never made a game winner before. I made a couple layups to put us up with a couple seconds left, but a walk-off like that from half court I've never done before. So I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but I'll take this one tonight.
How many times are you going to watch that replay?
Oh, I'm going to watch it all night tonight. Great win, but it was better. The win was better than anything. We needed this one in front of a packed crowd tonight, so I'm happy with it.
And take a look at this win probability graph. It was all Lakers in the second half until the very end when Giddey's heroics made this line take a sharp turn in the Bulls' direction. I think that was a lot of Bulls fans basically heart monitors throughout that final finish because it just was absolutely crazy. And we're going to get to how the Lakers let that all happen. But I was raised a Bulls fan, so we're going to start with Chicago, guys. The Bulls have now won 9 of 11 games to, catapult them all the way to 9th in the standings. Brian, is this stretch enough to give Bulls fans substantial hope for the first time in a very long time?
Substantial?
Yeah.
No, but I want to give the Bulls their flowers today. We're not going to focus on overreacting to March win streaks in the NBA. They've been getting some really good play from their young players. Kobe White was simply awesome in the fourth quarter of this game. Not only did he make 4 threes, but he also had 4 assists, and he made the clutch 3 that gave them the lead as well after the steal. And he's been terrific. He was Eastern Conference Player of the Week last week. He had a big role in this one. And then Josh Giddey, the hero last night. What it basically happened is they traded away Zach LaVine at the trade deadline. Then Lonzo Ball went down with a wrist injury a month ago, and this has been Giddey's team for the last month, and he's basically been engineering their offense. He's been sniffing a triple-double almost every night. He's been shooting and shooting very well, playing with high efficiency. And so you look at Giddey, and you look at, he's a restricted free agent this year. Kobe White is a guy that they're going to want to potentially lock up this year to a long-term extension. If you're looking to be excited about the Bulls, it's these 2 things. Also, they're in good position now to have home court in the play-in. So definitely some good feelings. I'm not saying they've turned the corner yet, Cass.
And look, Giddey is playing with incredible confidence. I mean, the cojones it takes to leave that gooseneck up when you are shooting the thing from half court with a game on the line. But he is in the midst of the best stretch of his career. I mean, he's averaging basically a triple-double over the last 10 games or so. playing great basketball. And look, if you're a Bulls fan, you can have a little bit of hope, and maybe this guy can be a primary type of player. They were blasted for the trade for not getting any picks back, giving up Alex Caruso, one of the best role players in the league, to OKC. But Giddey's showing them, hey, put the ball in his hands. He can make things happen, and we'll see if it's enough to get the Bulls out of the purgatory they've been occupying for quite some time now.
Perk.
Got rid of Zach LaVine, got rid of DeMar DeRozan, and now this is the Kobe White show. This franchise now belongs to Kobe White. And it's not just based on this season. Look at what he did last season. So when we start mentioning, when we talk about these young up-and-coming stars or superstars, we might have to end the Kobe White name in the conversation if we being real. He's been giving people that work. Just won Eastern Conference Player of the Week in a tough conference with a lot of players that are putting up some big numbers and playing at a high level. And right now, I believe he's given not only the organization, but the fans, the Bull fans, including you, Cassidy, hope that the future can be bright.
Yeah, okay, so Kobe White's 25, Josh Giddey's 22. Oddly, they are young, but pretty experienced backcourt. But look, all I'm saying is that they've played towards the middle year after year after year. The last time that they won a playoff series, Tom Thibodeau was the head coach. So this is nice, as Brian pointed out. It's fun March. We saw this last year, but the Bulls need to figure out ways to be more relevant.
Wendy will appreciate this. I am going to go ahead and anoint this the best hair of any backcourt duo in NBA history. So no matter what, you've got that going. And I know Wendy ditched the buzz cut a long time ago. You can appreciate that. No product either. They just let it flow.
You hear that, Dad? That's something to hold on to for Bulls' future. All right. As shocking as that win was for the Bulls, it might have been even more shocking of a loss for the Lakers, although J.J. Redick had a different word to describe it.
Devastation. It's a hell of a way to lose a basketball game. There's games throughout the year that happen like that, I think, to every team. And you can look back, oh, we should have done this, should have done that. You know, we got one last night at Indy. You know, we lost on a half-court shot.
How do you make sure that there's no emotional, carryover from these last two nights going into Saturday's game against Memphis?
We're not in a position to feel sorry for ourselves.
So if JJ is calling that loss devastating, Perk, what are you calling the fact that the Lakers have now dropped 4 or 5?
They're in trouble. They're in trouble. And it's only going to get worse. Look at the Lakers' remaining schedule. They have Oklahoma City Thunder twice. They have the Golden State Warriors. They have Memphis in Memphis. They have the Rockets in Houston. And then they're going to play the Dallas Mavericks, who, by the way, has been playing some pretty damn good basketball, especially since AD been back in the lineup. Here's the thing about the Lakers. Their defensive identity has left, right, for whatever reason. And people's like, oh, Perk, you're pointing the finger at Luka. Yeah, I am, because guess what? Your best player, which I believe he is now because LeBron James has turned over the keys to him, can't be your weakest defender. And he has to start putting forth the effort defensively. You know how much energy it drains out of everybody else on that squad to try to go and play defense when you watch a guy like Luka dribble the oxygen out of the ball and be able to shoot any shot in the world that he wants to shoot but not give the effort defensively. It is draining. And right now, with LeBron not being 100% healthy, it's going to be dangerous, and I believe the Lakers are in trouble.
Well, look, the Lakers.
Yeah, so the thing about it is, you're going to watch the last shot, and that's what you're going to remember. But the Lakers were up 18 in the fourth quarter of this game. They allow almost 80% shooting to the Bulls down the stretch. The night after, they allowed the Pacers to shoot almost 60% in the fourth quarter. You got to get stops if you're going to win. And the reason this is so hurtful for the Lakers right now, Cass, they're not a good road team. They're now 16-20 on the road this year, okay? They are awesome at crypto, but when you're not a good road team, it means that it makes your seeding all that more important. And right now, the difference between the 2 seed and the 6 seed, or maybe even the 7 seed for the Lakers, could come down to what's happened on this road trip. And I'm just going to say, they're already starting the playoffs. From here going forward, Perk just talked about their schedule. It could really come down starting tomorrow night in Memphis. That now becomes a game that you've got to have.
Yeah. As you mentioned, Lakers taking on the Grizzlies, who are dealing with a coaching change in Memphis tomorrow. Coming up, the hero of last